trying to figure out how I can look at at mobile and see. I don't think I can. I think I have to do it on the browser. Oh, it's live.
Okay.
We're live. And my lighting is slightly tolerable.
Actually, start the cameras up. Let's see who actually shows.
Well, we will do something one way or another.
Yeah. So nice to have a new computer chair. Doesn't creak. It's not insanely uncomfortable.
Did you... you went to IKEA?
Went and picked one up, yeah.
Did you get the Marcus?
The Marcus?
It's got
I forget the name of it.
It's got a high back
Yeah.
if it's the Marcus.
No, this is not a high back.
I'd like to be able to...
Marcus office chair. You know what? Well, it was too out of my price range for what I was. They had a similar version that had a more kind of a shaped round back that was usually only $80, but apparently they've been sold out of that thing for months. So I got one of these kind of, I know it's hard to see, kind of a low back.
Gotcha. If it's comfortable.
Yeah, it actually is.
It's
starting to take its shape. So
I need to work somewhere that says we don't need an office anymore. Come get a Herman Miller chair from the office. And I'll be like, yes, please. That would be my jam. Oh, also Jeff's blood splatter picture is a stock image.
I figured.
Never believe anything he says.
No, dude, I've known him for 20 years. I know that.
So
Sometimes I like stringing him along with that of, I don't, are you serious? I don't believe you. And he's just like, yeah. And I'm just like, you just kind of
egg him on a little bit.
Yeah.
See how far I'll take it. I went down to the Demon Ruins today.
Oh, how'd that go?
I killed Ceaseless Discharge.
Did you kill him or did you...
I killed that motherfucker.
Or did you grief him to death?
I killed him. Because we're no longer in Seath's magical fortress of bullshit, and my damage is fucking crazy now.
Oh, you should see my damage then.
Like, you know in the Demon Ruins where you have to fight like the Capra demons and like the multiple versions of the first boss in the game?
Yeah, I remember hating that so much.
It's like one hit on the Capra demons.
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember the very first time I played the game, I definitely was not scaling myself properly. So I did very poorly, and I remember trying to pull these Capra demons. I'd pull them down the path so I could hit them, and they would almost always kill me in like 1 or 2 hits.
Gotta work on that health, right?
Yeah, my health bar is like almost the entire screen.
Mine is... So I finally got my intellect up to 50,
Mm-hmm.
and now everything else is going into health.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I hit 50 with endurance and 50 with strength. I'm at 35 to 40 with vitality now, and I'm probably just going to keep pumping that.
You might get diminishing returns on it. Like at some point, you don't need that much
Yeah.
more health, right?
I think the game starts doing that around soul level 120, although don't quote me on that. Which I'm approaching.
I wonder what level I am. It's got to be like 50. It's between 50 and 60, I think. But I killed Ceaseless Discharge. I went down and then I killed the the demon that is like the demon that's at the undead asylum.
Oh, okay.
And I also killed the fire centipede with Solaire.
So you saved or did not save Solaire?
I have not killed Solaire off yet. There's Justin. We have 3 people now. All right, he's gone.
He was here and then he's gone.
Sorry for last week. It was a
That's
nightmare.
fine.
It happens. You missed out on so much fucking lore.
We lore dumped like there was no tomorrow.
Just like, of course, the seasons, the episodes that I'm not here for. It's just like, forsooth, we have found the grand tome, bringing forth the future of the time wars past. Yea, verily does the church.
We'll let Chris explain what he introduced
Yeah,
because it's a whole thing.
it really is.
Before I forget, did you guys hear about the Pokemon Oreo thing happening right now?
No,
Yeah.
I kind of want some Oreos now.
So
Yeah. I've got a pack downstairs.
okay, I've opened a pack and I think I ate a Mew.
Oh yeah, I got a Mew. I pulled a Mew out of the first Oreo first pack. Is it that hard to find?
They're going for like $1,000 on eBay.
For
What?
a fucking
Are you-
cookie?
Are you telling me Are you telling me that I ate $1,000?
Let's go to eBay and see if any sold. The reason that's because my friend he posted, he's like, I got a Mew, and I'm like, you should. I heard that it has a special flavoring if you dip it in milk, just destroy it.
We're on our 3rd pack of Pokemon Oreos. That's the only Mew we found. I ate it.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like, let's see,
1 in 150.
Hang on a second.
1.
someone has bought it for. I'm seeing $100.
Hang on, I gotta go tell Eileen this bullshit.
So here's what you do: you take the fancy ass fucking cookie, stupid fucking cookie, and you put it in that epoxy shit, right? And you turn it into like a cube thing. I don't know. You could probably do something with it to contain it going bad. Those cookies never go bad.
There has to be something fucking up with this. Okay, these got relisted, I think, but there was one that sold for $5,000. There's $500, $75, $6, $100. Like, why?
Because people be fucking crazy.
Yeah, fucking crazy. What else is new?
What else is new?
Just saying.
Dark Souls is not new. Been playing the shit out of it.
A game that I probably own 4, 5 of those games: Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne. Barely get through them because I hate losing progress.
If you have Dark Souls Remastered on PC, me, Jeff, and Scott are like hammering through it.
PS3. So.
Let's see. So much Time War bullshit, man.
I told her. She looked at me. She goes. She makes this face. She goes, "That's stupid."
It's because it is. Does an energy bar actually have caffeine in it?
You can.
I don't.
Chocolate does a small level of it, and if they, enrich the chocolate in a certain way, they can increase the caffeine rate.
Yeah, I remember my dad when I was younger telling me if you ever have a headache, just eat a candy bar or something like that. If you don't have any headache medicine available, it won't help as much as the medicine, but it'll help a little bit. I don't know if that was ever actually true.
Kind of like I want to eat it because it's protein bar and I'm hungry and I know it'll fill me up. But I don't want caffeine.
I'm just having Skittles and beer.
No, well, we'll see if this sucks or not. I saw Chris jump in and then leave. I don't know what he's doing.
His best, as always.
We hung out in Sean's backyard,
Oh yeah.
and we talked at length about the game.
It's just the future of the Time War.
The future is unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sort of. Y'all have plans to trigger it, supposedly.
No. What I was saying is that we are probably the trigger of it.
Yeah.
Hey Sean,
can
do you
see
have $980?
Probably.
Would you like to buy a ball joint doll of Y'shtola from Final Fantasy XIV?
No.
This is a real thing that they listed in their shop today.
No.
I'm gonna send you the link. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
The swag I have for video games can be like added up to be less than $100.
Sorry, computer green screen. I'll hop on to the main thing in a minute. I need to get a new GPU, man. This is so fucking infuriating.
Oh, I bet, man.
I mean, it's a cool toy. I wouldn't buy it though. Not for that much. Fucking
900. So I think the only positive to this thing as a piece of merchandise is that the creation of these are being supervised by the character creator themselves. So it's gonna be accurate if you're gonna pay $1,000.
It would have to be.
That is actually on the feature list on the page. I also love it. It is such a high dollar value item that it is also you pay for it right now and you have to have an account to buy it.
Oh, interesting. So it's is it a limited time, print only, one time situation with these?
No, they're made to order.
Okay.
Well, it says limited production capacity, but they are made to order. I imagine, though, that there's enough to go around because I don't think there's a very large market for this.
Yeah, but with the huge influx of people going to Final Fantasy 14, I think this is definitely... It's good that they have to have an account already. But
Yeah.
Sorry, I turned my camera back on, but every time I turn it on, it desyncs you guys, and then I lose like a bit of the conversation.
Interesting.
It's really weird.
Huh?
I see you moving your arms.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that was weird. I like did it like 2 or 3 times, and every time he was talking, he'd just be like, "Hey."
So have you plunged into Final Fantasy 14? I mean, when I say plunged, I mean, have you gone off the deep end?
I'm not impressed by it, to be honest. Like it's, I love it's because I'm so used to playing classic MMOs up to World of Warcraft, and I've kind of put up with a lot of shit, or I just don't want to invest that much catching up to a 6-year-old MMO. Like there isn't an appeal. I played it like for about 5 hours on stream, and it's very relaxing. But I'm like, there's other RPGs I would play before going back into an MMO, because I just became free of an MMO. And I tried playing the newest Dragon Quest on the Xbox, and I wasn't pulled in.
Hey. Give it more time.
Okay,
You got a 10-hour demo.
He wants you to give this game 10 hours. Holy shit. You didn't even get Final Fantasy 5.
I made it to the first town. I met the Crikey girl, and
The Crikey girl? You mean Gemma? Dude, you haven't even left the tutorial.
But it's so boring.
I'm disappointed.
I walked up a cliff.
Yeah,
I zapped something.
It's a
I
rite
got
of
back down.
passage. It's a rite of passage. It's a tutorial.
The story should be over. On the same system, I could replay Final Fantasy X and enjoy it.
Here's the thing, though. You already play Final Fantasy X knowing you're going to enjoy it.
And at this point, he knows he's not going to enjoy Dragon Quest.
I also have Octopath Traveler queued up.
Play Dragon Quest.
I'll continue it. I did beat Psychonauts.
Didn't play
That's
it.
fun.
No idea.
What?
I haven't played that since the PS2. I liked it.
For a game that didn't have a sequel in 15 years, holds up pretty damn well.
That's good. They get the voice actors to come back for it? Or they recast?
They got everybody back.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty
Okay.
impressive. Or as many people that, like,
They
from the
could.
core group,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I'll with your advice, I'll probably take Dragon Quest. I was going to give it another shot.
Play Dark Souls instead. Come on.
No.
Come on.
I've given that like $500 worth of game investment.
You just need people to co-op it with. That's all.
I'm not a co-op person. That's my big problem.
Okay, Justin, let me be the devil on your shoulder in this. I fucking hate playing multiplayer games with other people. I really do. I don't enjoy it.
Except.
But I also, when I played Dark Souls the first time, I did it by myself. I did it with another friend years ago when the first one had just come out and stuff. I did not enjoy it. And then Jeff got me to try it again with Dark Souls 3, and we did that about 2 years ago, and we spent the better part of a year just kind of co-oping through Dark Souls 3, and I came to really enjoy it, even though I, one, hate playing Souls games, and two, hate multiplayer games. And now we're doing the first Dark Souls, and we're probably going to continue on with Dark Souls 2 afterwards.
And then Dark Souls 3 again.
And then Dark Souls 3 again.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so weird about games.
But you play Fortnite.
We're on stream. Hold on.
I do enjoy a good Fortnite.
No, there's nothing wrong with Fortnite.
No, I like my arena shooters. I will give it that. But I don't. I think the problem I have is I don't know if it was bred into me through just bad experiences or just my own personal like FOMO.
Probably
But
both, to be honest. If it's anything like me.
I hate it when like people are like, let's play a game together. Let's play a game together. So I dedicate my time. I only play when they play, but then they either go on without me or for some reason the game desyncs us. So progression is always staggered and you have to fight to play with someone. Like the biggest annoyance with that was like Borderlands 1 and people kept joining my I'm just trying to play the game, go through the storyline once, and then enjoy the multiplayer content New Game Plus with people.
Mm-hmm.
And people kept joining in and leaving my game, forcing me jumping around the story and having shit spoiled. And I'm like, okay, Borderlands is a game I am either playing side by side with someone and you're like an equal progression.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to make a separate character and run through again and not care. And shit, it's just super frustrating. Like, because there's a lot of games that is asynchronous like that. I think Outriders was like that, where people kept trying to join my group. And I had to go out of my way to stop randos from joining my group so I could just play through the game solo. Because I'm like, I don't want to play with other people because they're rushing through it, and I want to sit and explore and play, and it's just like, this does not work with how I play fucking games.
I think what the way you describe how you want to play is how we've been playing Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
And except Dark Souls is weird, right? Because you have two people who join your game, and then
Last night is sorry, go ahead.
You have two players that join your game to help you clear the area and fight the boss. And like we explore the entire fucking map looking for every bit of treasure, and then we go fight the boss. And we usually die like 8 times in between getting from the boss or from the bonfire to the boss.
Now, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously you've been able to do it. To get, it's probably a lot easier now that not as many people are playing some of the older Dark Souls games. But you have to put down a marker, accept the marker, and make sure that's the right person's marker to invite them into a game, right?
They've
Unless
implemented a system where you set a password for it.
Yeah, so in old Dark Souls 1, it was, you had to be within a certain level range. You had to put a marker down, hope someone else didn't summon it. Dark Souls 3 introduced this really awesome password system of you just restrict it. We both put in the similar word, hit enter. Only anybody that's using that word can see the summon sign, so we can pull each other in. Dark Souls 2 is the only one that's not like that. But the Dark
It's
Souls
always
1
gotta be
remaster incorporated the Dark Souls 3 password system, which has been so good.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's where I was just kind of like, yeah, that seems frustrating. And did they also implement it so everybody in the party gets rewarded, not just the one person?
Yeah, well,
Like
you
when
get,
you
you
be-
get
like-
souls.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and if you're in a covenant and you beat a boss, you get an item for your covenant.
Depending
like
on
that.
what covenant it is.
Depending, yeah.
Because we're all sun bros, right?
Jeff is not. I think he's way of the white.
That's because he's a shithead.
That's not.
But
He could be a sun bro. Praise the sun.
I think he glitched his game and he can't do any of that stuff.
It sucks. He'll have to start a new character. Like I've
Like
done.
Sean, like Sean does every week.
I get bored.
I get that. Trying to find, like, it's one of those games where you have to really know what the fuck you're doing to make a character, and your first character is always going to just not be useful.
Like
Yeah.
I've played before, and I know some builds, but I don't want to do my same build. Like I know how to be a strength warrior with a club, and that's
I know
all.
how to be. Fat
So for-
rolling plate mail is what I usually go with, even though
Yeah,
that's
so-
not-
Generally in Dark Souls, I always went with a very light weapon, and I would just max it out on raw damage. This time I go, I'm gonna be a walking tank. So I have all of Havel's gear. I have the King Dragon Great Axe maxed out, and I have Havel's Great Shield as well. So I walk around and things do their heaviest attack to me, but since my poise is maxed out, all I do is scooch back a little bit, and I just go, ugh. And my endurance is so high that with that King Dragon Great Axe, I can do 4 heavy attacks in a row before I run out of stamina.
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah,
ain't
I'll-
gonna stop me.
Maybe with faster load times on the PS5, I might give Bloodborne another go.
Try Demon Souls.
The remastered
Oh,
Demon's Souls?
Justin, you have a PS5? I'm so surprised. Congratulations for getting one.
He just got lucky on that lottery that seems to go out every once in a while.
He actually told me the true secret.
Oh, I know the secret too.
He beat up orphans and took it from the whatever that.
Chris, what the fuck, man? You told me you
I'm-
wouldn't tell anybody. I have an
I'm-
NDA signed by you.
I mean, you know,
Did you have it notarized?
Damn it.
I told him I was a notary, so
Can you
I may have
notarize
lied.
your own stuff?
I actually, because of how often I had to get stuff notarized, at one point I was actually going to go through the process and become a notary. But yeah, it would always have to have another person notarize your stuff. You can't notarize your own things legally.
yep, or
But-
family members.
Yep. I still though, the fantasy would just be one day someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I need a notary," and I could just kind of be like, "Hello."
Just like
Yeah.
open up your
You
bag
just
and be
pull
like,
your
I have
stamp
my
out,
seal
And you're
right
just
here."
like, let's go.
So the whole reason that I'm late is my computer tried to force update itself. The update failed, and then it undid the update and cleaned it up. And now I'm
Oof.
currently. Oh yeah, I've never seen that before. And it was just Windows like, yep, I failed to update. I'm undoing the changes that I made.
That's rough.
It's good that
Kind
rolls
of
back,
Windows.
though.
like-
Yeah, at least that's
Yeah,
a
it-
contingency. You don't have to
Yeah.
like flash a new, flash drive and then do the
Mhm.
repair. I had to do that for this machine when I was building it because of the way, again, the graphics card was so fucked that it would cause high latency on it, and that should have been the first sign. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't install this graphics card.
I just need to put it through its paces. It's okay. I actually blame Barony for the issues I'm seeing.
Really?
Barony.
Oh,
Are we gonna play Barony?
No, we're going to talk about the Time War now that Chris is here. Chris, lore dump on Justin all the nonsense that you've added.
Oh, so I have a brother who's dead, who was killed by a king of another place, and his name is Geldar, and he was married to a witch queen, and her country or kingdom does not have a name yet, but they have a capital called Mazad, and that's where she lives. And there's apparently an embassy there that we went to, where who did I see? Serena the Wicked, specifically, because she's real mean.
She's not. She flirted with him incessantly.
Okay, so all right, you're a pretty good judge of character. So if you sneak across the border and steal citizens of another kingdom, and then what did she do to them, Sean? I don't remember.
Lots of kisses.
They paraded with their corpses through your town.
Yeah, so she steals citizens of the other kingdom, and
I wasn't aware that Serena did that. That's just a thing that happens in the capital Mazad.
Oh no, wait, for her, yeah, you said she's the one with gusto who goes to Strom and steals
No,
these.
I didn't say that. She's the
said.
ambassador in the elf town, or the Tundra elf continent.
Oh yeah, we made it to the Tundra Elves.
Oh,
And they have statues holding their enemies' heads. So it's kind of a complicated place. And your old ex-wife, now widowed ex-wife, is allies with the Witch Queen lady. And they're threatening to go to war with the gnomes.
And why are they threatening to go to war with the gnomes?
Because she's a big old B word. I don't remember why. Some political motive.
Because her husband, and she said husband, was executed in the Gnome Kingdom.
I mean, is that true? I'm not even sure if that's reality or if that's just lies you're spinning.
he wasn't executed unless you count falling down a flight of stairs and then getting crushed by a large entity, an execution.
Those are her words, not mine.
Yeah, but she's also a bitch.
Sure, Sean, you're not one and the same with the evil elf lady.
Oh, she might be my favorite character, but I really like
She also
Serena.
caused me to get imprisoned. Oh, by the way, Justin, so if you meet Serena, she's more than likely going to hit on you. AK, Sean is going to make passes at you nonstop.
But this is Melvin we're talking about, the asexual man meat that does not like any woman whatsoever.
In the body of Brody.
In the body of Brody, the character is supposed to be the hero. Oh man!
Okay. We're good to go.
As he gets 3 Windows errors in a row.
Man, it was weird. It was like, oh, this is screwed up. Windows updates. And then it's like, oh no, sorry. The update failed. Let me just screw everything back up. At least they didn't try to force update me again. I mean, there are worse things in life. So yeah, that's kind of where we are.
Don't you have a new quest as well?
Oh yeah. New quest is to avenge my brother's death, so I have to go kill King Geldar. Oh, I'm about the power gauntlets. Your infinity gauntlets.
What?
Bracers. Infinity bracers.
So he was killed. I jumped in on the lore dump and said that he was killed because the two nations were warring with each other over a dungeon that opened up near both of their borders, and there was a magical item inside that they were trying to get. And I, as the Krampus, was dispatched by Santa Claus at request of King Geldar.
Right, you are the Krampus right now, huh?
Yeah. So,
My brother got Gallaghered in Geldar's throne room.
yeah.
I love that we've turned Gallagher into a regularly used, this is how people die.
So,
Gallagher.
So yeah, that's about where we're at. We're not sure what the gauntlets do, just that they're magical.
Are they gauntlets or bracers?
Or I'm sorry,
Bracers.
I said gauntlets. I said bracers originally.
Ooh! Alternate timeline gauntlets. It's lore.
That's the only thing
Yeah.
different. It's
And the
just-
bracers are similar to the bracers that old Flanagan wears,
Correct.
and that
Are these
old Melvin
fingerless
wears.
bracers?
They're bracers, of course. They're fingerless.
I'm going with a happy medium here. They're bracers with fingerless gloves attached.
They could be the bracers with like some chains that run up, and then there's like the finger cuffs to it, and you could be like, ooh.
That reminds me of Stargate, with the that hand weapon they had with the jewel on the palm that would like.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking the Soulcaster,
Oh yeah, that too.
which is something that's just like a one foul move, and then your whole hand just kind of goes.
Well, no, because it's protected against doing that stuff. The soul caster has to touch something else, and it's protected by the metal in which it is laid in. So,
Oh, I'm just talking about like if there's chains connecting to like a wrist thing, and that
Oh.
gets caught somewhere, your arm just. Whee!
I
wait a
gotcha.
minute.
Yeah.
These are the bracers that you can't take off, right? Wasn't that one of the weird things about them?
We
No.
never discussed that.
Well, the
No, there
bracers.
was.
Flanagan never took the braces off.
I thought he couldn't take them off.
No. I had rings that I couldn't take off.
Oh, it was the
remember?
rings.
Right. He was happily committed to himself.
So yeah, we got a lot of negotiating to do.
We have a.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, I kind of want to let this lady attack the Gnome Kingdom. And then we go attack her place when she's attacking the gnomes. Yeah, see?
You want to attack the Tundra Elves while she's at war with the gnomes?
Yeah, we have somebody that we could perfectly install as a chieftain. If only there was someone who knew how their politics worked. Oh, who might know? I guess, Scott, I think you're our best candidate.
As Melvin's like looking around because he has like no idea. Like, who would know about elven politics, especially from the tundra? It's not like I was bestowed upon the knowledge on his death.
It's okay.
Thank you for volunteering, Melvin.
That's a question. Do you keep the knowledge that that the people you inhabited had when you passed bodies, Belvin? Because you're the only person that's died multiple times.
No, because that like I'm kind of like second person perspective where it's someone else telling a story.
Can I give you a really, really good mechanical answer for this?
What?
So the what the hell is it? The move that we all have, the inspect.
Spout
is it?
lore, investigate a mystery.
No, not spout lore. The investigate a mystery.
No, that's it.
Manipulate
That's
or
the
discern
thing.
realities.
Discern. That's the one. Discern realities. This would be a perfect one if you got a good success on that. Be like, oh, this nugget of knowledge occurs to you, type thing.
That
having, like-
no, that is spout lore. Is nugget of knowledge.
Spout lore?
It says when you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, roll blah blah blah.
So you're just gonna think, and then you're gonna roll a 7 and be like, I got nothing. I don't know.
Pretty much.
It'll be a guess. You're like, this is not based in facts, but if you do this, you might become the chieftain.
So
Chiefess.
So currently the party is on a mission from the war chief, to recover her staff, her ex-husband's body, and
We already got the body. We don't need that.
and some gnomish royalty for funsies.
Funds.
We have one body.
You have
a
a
jar of that. Roughly his body.
You have a little bit of him. You have a little bit of 2/3 man. You have a little bit of
it's
known
100%.
patrons.
A little bit of Helga, beard hair still
100%
lingering.
Meldog. Oh, the 2/3 men are evil, right?
That's
Are
not-
they evil? Are they evil, or are they just kind of a empty vessel that they just kind of do whatever their master bids?
They're just henchmen.
I just imagine us sitting in a sorting room and I'm sitting there saying prayers. Just being like, ah, yes, this is evil. Not into the jar.
So, what's the plan then? if you're on the hunt for gnomish royalty to deliver to this lady, you've gotten many kidnapping requests from many NPCs for gnomish royalty at this point.
Yeah, that's really kind of like, you think that would be a more specialized, request, but it seems like you can go down the street and then like a lady would be like, my son has gone missing. Can you please kidnap him and bring him home? 2 gold shillings.
I mean, we've never successfully kidnapped any. Oh, well, no, okay.
Well, most of the gnome royalty y'all meet, you execute after resurrecting them.
Yeah, they just kind of die.
That was probably the worst soul trade ever.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're not. Forget what's coming. I mean, I might just kill your character this session, and I know you'll come back, so I'm not worried.
So it's okay.
At that point, I just rage quit and start a new system. It's like, all right, I'm done. Fucking guys, you don't want me around.
God damn it!
What can I do? I haven't played this character to know if I have.
Oh, do you have the staff in your possession? That was one of the discussions we had.
No, because it would be in Davril's. Because after I died,
Was it Davril?
Yeah, Davril. Because
Oh, so Cramp Bottom's got it then.
Or does Santa have it?
We never gave it to him.
But you didn't explicitly bring it with you when you left his workshop.
It's true.
Inventory tells no lies. Is it in your inventory or not?
It's not in his inventory because it's a new character sheet.
So I would say it's in his inventory. My vote. You really want us to go back to Santa? Because you know I'm going to attack that man
I
for
don't know.
some unknown reason and probably die attacking him.
I don't think Santa Claus would give you that staff back if he had it. The
I
party,
don't
needs,
think he's got it.
the party needs to make a decision of where it's at. And it's going to be on one of you three characters.
it would have to be Davril, because when I died, I came back out of nowhere. So when I died, he picked up the staff.
Yeah.
And then I met up with him, and I haven't seen the staff since. So I'm thinking it's like in a wizardly pocket.
Wizardly pocket, or he, went the prison route and suitcased it.
Did we decide on what my
His wizardly pocket.
did we decide on what my four main my four starting moves were?
Yeah, I think I put
Divine-
them on the character sheet.
Did you put them on
The
starting stuff? Yeah, starting stuff. Okay. Well,
Oh.
there's three things,
let's
and one
talk
of them.
about the Krampus actually,
Okay.
because we spent some time yesterday to come up with a character sheet,
Yeah.
and it's a mixture of the Divine from Monster of the Week, Paladin from Dungeon World, Fighter from Dungeon World, and some multi-class bullshit.
Oh, did you do the quest thing? Is that what you pulled from Paladin?
No.
Oh, what'd you pull then? That's odd.
So the Divine from Monster of the Week had Lay on Hands and Smite.
Yeah, because he was definitely a paladin.
I mean, he was like an angel, really. But
I would not
or
have
Avatar.
defined Klaus as divine in any way, but
But that's what he was.
He's such an angel.
So what are your starting moves, Scott?
So the ones I have are Divine Weapon, Angel Wings, and then Boss from Beyond is a passive, like a permanent passive.
We gotta figure
Nothing
out what
beyond
that
that.
means. I thought you didn't have 4?
I only see 2 here because we did a bunch of stuff for advanced moves for 2 to 5.
Gotcha.
So that's okay.
Divine Weapons is fun though.
Yeah.
It's like
Makes sense for
it's like 5 moves, really.
I feel like if we put the Krampus character sheet out there, people are going to be like, why is this a thing? Like, was this for a Christmas special? And it's like, no, it's Christmas all year in our game.
It really is.
Santa Claus has more screen time than I think any other minor character.
He does.
followed by Chad, followed by every gnome that we have ever encountered ever, because they all have the same voice.
They're all Nazis, right?
Hey, it's good.
Oh, the New Yorker gnomes.
Oh God.
You guys got Gabagool?
That was interesting. So if
So-
you told me Divine, did Santa inflict the little freaking Woonord? I think that was his name.
It's an option for him.
It is an option. I feel like in this case, seeing red might be a starting move for me.
Is it on the regular moves or like the 6 to
It's
5,
on the
10?
it's on the 2 to 5.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I know like 4 is typically the number of starting moves, so
I'm fine with the 3, but with the passive, because the passive would definitely kind of take a slot. So I'll move that because
what?
we did a bunch of moves for 2 to 5 because we looked at a bunch of other sheets and we realized that there was about 20 moves total across everything. So we came up with a bunch of early stuff so that as we progress, we'll work on the 6 to 10 stuff later. Since I'm only level 1 with like 2 experience currently.
What race is Krampus?
Krampus.
he's Krampus.
Well, he needs I guess why I was asking that he needs a
Oh.
race-based move.
He needs a what?
A racial
He
thing.
needs one of yeah, he needs
racial
a race-based move.
We'll think about
That
that
could-
later.
That could be the 4th starting
Ooh,
move.
man.
Well, really, you have 4 starting moves and a racial trait.
Well, what I
That-
was going
that's not a racial. A spam call at almost 9 p.m.
that's
dedicated.
awesome.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is the commune move that you have. Like I
Commune.
have a commune with your boss from beyond or
Oh,
whatever.
this is not a. Oh, yeah. I feel like that it's less of a I talk to him. It's more of a he gives me commands kind of thing.
So that could be. I feel like that could be like a move or whatever, where you get ordered to do something, but there's a positive side.
Well, we know how Santa is, though.
Santa's very ordery aroundy.
I
He
posted
really
the
is.
character sheet in Monster of the Week chat. Or Time War chat.
So I just had a very, very funny thing. Oh wait, do we still have our private DM? I don't want Sean to hear this because this could inflict something on you.
We should. It's somewhere in the list there.
Y'all need not fear me.
I mean, I could tell you, but it's a pretty interesting idea.
Nah, put it in the chat.
Oh, the general?
No,
I can
no.
just-
Our
Yeah,
private
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Where the hell
Okay.
is-
Dungeon World Planning, that's the one.
Is it? Oh yeah, I see it.
It'll move to the top once he posts in it.
It was right next to the guy that tried to tell me that he wanted to build a society of like people inside of a communist VR state, and my friend John.
Did you see what I posted?
I hope it's a good one.
It could make things
Yeah.
real complicated.
I like that. I like that. Okay.
I mean, it's something I haven't ruled out. I don't think it's going to happen. But if something like that does, there could be very complicated party dynamics.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Especially with things that we've already seen.
I want to know what's going on.
I
Too
know
bad.
you do. And that's why I didn't want you to hear that, because I was like, this is a...
What's the party's plan?
So we
So-
got to finish our quest, right? We got to get the 2 remaining things. The staff that Davril has potentially suitcased and then got morphed inside of the Krampus. And
Davril, or well, sorry, Flanagan is the staff inside of you?
no, it's in
God,
his
I hope not.
He
I mean,
likes it
he did
hard
get, like,
and
mashed.
long.
Oh wait,
I don't-
Justin, you didn't watch that episode, did you? Do you
no.
know the origin of the Krampus?
Oh,
Okay.
I was yeah, I was here for the origin of the Krampus.
Okay, so so you were, that's right, we were fighting and that's when he got his neck broken. Okay, so you were here for that.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah, he became an owl unintentionally.
yeah.
I shot an arrow at him. He got mad, and then all of a sudden, just like. But Santa got
Okay.
mad, and then we left. Ooh, I have a plan if we need to. I'm gonna kind of like sidebar Flanagan and be like, "You're still Flanagan, right? Like name wise, or no?
Yeah.
Is it Flanagan or Davrill?
It's Flanagan.
Okay, it's
It's actually Crampy the Krampus. No.
He's got so many cramps. I'm just gonna kind of like lean over and be like, "Do you still have the staff? I think I have an idea of how we can use this to our advantage. Since I kind of, with my last body, if we can convince them that we're an envoy in representing Loose Leaf, I think that might be able to get us an in with the elves, and then we can take hostage anybody we feel like, because obviously," and I point to the two of you with like big buff armored guys and me, and like this arm's like, "We got this."
I would assume that I would have taken all of my gear or whatever I had on me
You
on the
picked-
death.
you
Yeah,
picked up
like
your backpack.
basically.
That's
I
fair.
also frisked your body. The staff was not in your body. Well, it was temporarily.
You have an in with the elves kind of already because they've sent you to go acquire these things as a threat.
We're on a mission.
If you don't do these things, she's going to invade the gnomes.
We're on a mission from God.
I don't know what the greater good is here. Are the gnomes the bad guy? Are the elves the bad guy?
Yes.
I'm really lost. What here is evil?
You're at the end.
I'm gonna put my sword away.
Our stool is evil. It's actually a mimic.
The bar stool. All right, I'm gonna cut the bar stool in half.
Splits right down the middle.
I'm glad I could.
The
vanquish
barkeep
the-
is incredibly upset. The fuck are you doing to my furniture? I just survived a firebombing.
So, the kind of like in perspective here, we have been recruited to help. Originally, the whole reason we're here, they wanted us to get the head of the king. But by getting the head of the king, we had to participate in the tournament. The tournament was a balancing act to kind of keep calm within the several circles of the gnomish and elven empires, all that stuff, which totally makes sense. But the thing that is weird is we keep getting roped into the politics of this, of a place we really don't care about, because all we're trying to do is get our bodies back. Or at least that's my intention to. It's like, what's stopping us from just kind of like taking out all players in the party and then just taking over both the gnome and elvish kingdom for ourselves?
That was a plan that has been discussed.
Okay, that has already been discussed. Good. Okay, I'm not.
Potentially.
Okay.
There's a lot of kingdoms now, though.
Here's the main political problem for us, though. If we go somewhere and we take it over while they're away, we have no idea the strength of any of the armies involved here. We know that the gnomes have trolls, which we've defeated one of, and we also
How did
saw
you defeat that troll?
Bratwurst.
magic.
He told it to kill itself with magic.
That is permanently a stain on my paladin reputation. It was worth it to see what the... Oh yeah, I have 2 wands. Oh, I could go Harry Potter.
Mr.
I'm
Paladin
gonna-
thinks he's a wizard.
What a good opera!
Oh yeah, I do have a... So the wand that the lady was using on the mimics can control trolls, as has been established off screen, and I think no one else knew that, actually. So, I'm assuming it can control other creatures. I've never actually tried it on something.
So you've
It's
seen it
intelligent.
control mimics. You've seen it control a troll. You know that the effects on the troll were not 100% compared to other things.
I mean, trolls are big and real strong.
Yes.
Have we considered talking to our future selves to see why they're serving the Elven Empire? Because if it's me, there has to be a good reason for it.
Talk things out? What? What kind of writing is that?
How can we
I want to
talk
watch
to-
Sean squirm as he tries to play Melvin,
I
who's
can
been
do
a
it,
wild
guys.
card. Oh no! I want you to get my intent as a character, and if it's something that Melvin would not do, I'd call you out on it.
Well, this is future
How would
Melvin. Who he's seen
Yeah,
shit.
how would we talk to? You're talking about talking to our past selves, because right now we're linear.
Hold on,
We're
your past
past-
future selves.
I mean, that's kind of what it is. We've gone linear time and back in time. We don't even know if there's other copies of us running around, or if this is one of those there can only be one instance of you, not multiverse type.
You know,
thing,
that's
so.
true. There could be multiple versions around, like all hopping bodies at the same time.
I mean, it's possible.
It's just that this is a hub for lost spirits, and until you respawn again.
The Time War is a hub for lost spirits. That could be
Very,
something.
very strange. Peace Sprout is noting that most likely you are both possessed.
Yeah.
He
We
saw
know
the
I'm
Krampus
possessed.
become the Krampus. How is the Krampus possessed?
I mean, it's either that or I bias towards their evil. But thankfully, whoever I'm talking to does not believe they're evil. So we're in a good spot here. But okay, kidnap gnome royalty. So, I'm gonna go to the barkeep and give him 2 gold and ask him where the rich people go. Hey, Mr. Barkeep, as I slide the 2 gold across, where do the really, really rich and snooty assholish people go?
Not
Yeah.
here. As he gestures to the room as it's all scorched, everything's burnt. The ceiling looks like it'll collapse at any minute.
Missing a bar stool for some reason we don't know about.
There's actually 2 bar stools, but they are like on their sides. It looks like somebody split them right down the middle.
I don't know who would have done that.
There used to be a doorway, but now there's rubble. You probably want to go see. Oh, hold on, these sound like Nazis. Hold on, let me pull up my Nazis. They're very. All right, there we go. Yes.
Sounds Scottish.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to bust out the
Just
Nazi
go
in a
with it.
minute.
Hold on, let me bust out the Nazis.
Just go with
Sorry.
the Scott.
You need to go to the upper district, the upper city. You need to go to Good Town. This is Bad Town.
Oh my god.
Okay, now they've been named. We have Good Town and Bad Town. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Is it on Excellent Street?
No, it's on. You only gave me 2 fucking gold street. Tourist. God damn it.
I'll give you 1 more gold for a map.
I got a menu.
Draw a fucking map. It's not that hard.
He pulls out a menu. He starts scribbling on it, and he draws a poor map of the city. And
Can I use my discern realities to use my character's keen directional powers in this body to see if he's actually drawing a real map, or if
absolutely.
he's
Knowing that you're asking for this, you have to roll it now, because if you roll poorly, he's absolutely drawing a fake map.
aha. Discern realities 9.
And what is your question?
What should I be on the lookout for on this map?
On this map, he as he draws the map, like you can see as he draws on the map, he like unintentionally has like a tick kind of when he draws, where he's marking spots on the map, like on the route to Uptown, and these spots are like they're little black lines on his little dotted line, and they all like conjoin at alleyways.
So he's marking off every back alley.
He's not marking off every back alley. He's only marking off about 2 back alleys.
I'm gonna kind of. What are those?
Oh, that's a side street. You can use it as a shortcut. You can, did I go? I went the wrong accent again. Fuck.
Do it.
Is
just roll
this
with
shortcut? It goes this way. Sorry, I got cold.
it while we've been
If
talking.
you go this way, he points at one, and then go up this way, and then go around, and then take a turn and then another turn, and go this way. It's a shortcut.
That line that you just pointed
Yeah.
out looks longer than going directly.
No,
There.
it's probably not. It absolutely is.
As one of the most famed rangers of this town, you are giving me a good runabout. And I think that we deserve money for you trying to scam us in such a way.
I'm going to take the map and bump into you while you're trying to like have all of this bravado and just walk towards the door. Krampus, are you coming? Davril, Flanagan.
Yeah, he just
Brannigan,
follows. He just
Flanagan.
follows.
And I'm just gonna look up and go, come, Mjolnir, we have better things to do.
Oh, I forgot about the donkey.
He pockets his 3 gold coins.
No, I take the money back.
Are you gonna defy danger with dexterity to try to take the money before he grabs it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, do it.
Everybody just turns into a murder hobo, no matter how many times they die.
Hey!
Let's see. Dexterity. Well, worst outcome. You go and snatch the money and punches you right in the face.
My beautiful face!
Your beautiful face has a bloody nose now, but you don't take any damage.
Cool.
Oh, my brain.
I thought you were about to give him a hindrance. I was like, damn, all that over 3 gold.
You don't
Oh.
understand how important that is to me, alright?
This face is a big deal.
I mean, so are you voluntarily like taking a -1 to intelligence or something?
You're concussed. No, your face is covered in blood, though. It's like oozing. It's gonna be a problem. It's dripping on the floor now.
Oh god, my nose. Oh god, why is it everywhere I go? My nose starts bleeding every time I talk. Fuck.
Did Melvin have nosebleeds?
Yeah, he did.
So wait, are we outside waiting for him? He got punched. Well, okay, I guess we can see through the burnt out wall that he just got clocked.
Yeah, I got clocked pretty hard.
As a noble paladin, you should probably give him his gold back.
But as someone who knows that you just got ripped off and he totally scammed you, this is the right way to do it. A just deed does not go unpunished. Those that do just deeds,
And I just kind of start like trailing as you can hear blood like seeping into my throat. I just
So I guess you're not giving him his money back.
spit some blood on the ground. God, no.
Okay. I cannot protect you if the law comes a knocking.
You haven't protected me the last couple of times the law hasn't come a knocking. I've died several times in your care.
Actually, he'll be specifically out of his care, right?
Yeah, technically.
This is correct. Alright, away we go. The more direct route, I guess, not the squiggly line that was like went everywhere else.
Okay. As you
Down the street.
follow the line, you follow the streets and the signs above the labels on the signs labeling the streets. They have strange names. One of them says, "God, I've committed to naming fucking streets in Gnometown now. Why did I do that?"
You know, you need to follow. Oh, this is a good time for spout lore.
It is a good time for spout lore. Someone roll some dice so they can figure out names for streets.
Sure.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. Oh wait, what are we rolling for with this? Just intelligence, wisdom. Oh, spout lore. That's the one. Oh, well, I failed.
Go ahead, mark XP. As you come to the first first street, you notice that the path that he led you, that he drew on the map, didn't go directly to Uptown. It went into the
Good
worst
town.
part of downtown.
And that's where I smack P Sprout and I go, "No, you're going the wrong way, you idiot. It was this way."
I'm just gonna turn the map upside down and be like, ah, yes.
And it's like as he smacks you in the face, you hear like a whizzing sound go right next to your ear, and you see a dart implanted in one of the street signs.
I'm gonna take out my fucking sword. Oh hell yes.
I guess I could use. This is a perfect time for me to use Divine Weapon.
Excellent. What weapon?
State its name as I summon it. I'm going to pull out my Thunder Hammer.
This is
Everybody.
this is Klaus's thunder. This is the thunder hammer Klaus wielded.
Thunderhammer Mark Deuce.
So it says. Actually, I haven't.
Did we
added that
assign?
in.
Did we assign a stat to that?
Let's see.
Probably
We did
not.
not.
I feel like plus whiz would probably work.
Okay.
You're talking about the hammer that did like a bunch of damage and could electrocute shit. That hammer that
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
Did he
what
say?
is it?
Did he say the hot hammer or the not thunder hammer?
I mean, I'm just thinking like, oh god. I could go back and look. I think I actually had some stats written about this thing. Oh, what was the spout lore? You got a 10. So how do gnomes name their streets?
How do gnomes say in their streets?
No,
They
this
name
is not for you. This is for Mr. 10 over here.
Mr. 10. Scott, would you like to tell us how gnomes name their streets?
You see, gnomes are stupid, so they don't name their streets in any kind of coherent fashion, like First Street, Second Street, Third Street. They don't even go by, name. It's like fucking Atlanta. There's 35 streets named Peachtree, and this is all of them.
Oh.
Can they please all be named Gnome Street?
Oh, that's good. I love that.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
Gnome Street. It's now Gnome Street.
I was gonna say that's a good DM thing.
And then
Let's say-
we look up and we see that Gnome Street intersects with Gnome Street Way, and you're like, God damn it.
You see,
And then Gnome Street
Way,
Juncture.
Lane, Juncture. Juncture and Junction are two different ones. There's a roundabout for no reason at all.
Should have taken the alley.
As you go for your Thunderhammer, how do you reach for it?
I go back to reach for it because it would be like it materializes in my hand and I pull it out.
As you go back to reach for it, you come out empty-handed like this, and then you blink, and you're at Santa's workshop with Santa holding up a high five.
I feel impulsed to complete the high five.
Excellent. Welcome back, boy. We've got a job for
Wait,
you.
you just teleport?
What happened?
I got it. You work for me.
Right. Well,
Got
this
it.
has never happened, so it's just new to me. It's just new to me.
All right. Well, explain the rules. I summon you, and you come, and then I
Okay.
tell you what to do.
Okay.
Now let's cut back to them two while I figure out what your mission is.
Sure.
So did he just like disappear with Christmas sprinkles going everywhere?
Yeah, you can hear jingle bells as he disappeared.
A pile of I poof into tinsel as it just falls to the ground.
All right, little one. I think it's you and me. Do I see where the danger came from?
No, because you haven't rolled discern realities.
Fucking discern realities. I mean, it feels more defy danger. We were attacked, but
You haven't had to defy any danger yet. What's your question?
what here is useful or valuable to me? as I stare down the street where the dart came from. I swear to God, if this is a lobster monster, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay, continue.
Why do you say these things? Because now I want to put the lobster monster back in the fucking game.
That was a rough monster battle.
It's like the hardest thing to deal with.
It was because we didn't think.
Should just boiled him alive. Anyway.
You look up and you see a window that's very dimly lit, and a person backs away from it very quickly. And it's about it's a story up.
That window. Wait, a gnome story? So what is that?
No,
like
a
eight?
regular story.
Okay. It
Gnome-
came from that window there.
Bedtime story?
Should we pursue? Get your ass in gear and let's go get him.
Some kid
Oh,
shoots a
God.
slingshot at you in the middle of the night, and you're like, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I mean, he's clearly evil. I don't even need guidance on this one.
I'm trying to think.
Or
how-
she. I don't believe I can tell gender from shadows.
Probably not.
I'm gonna treat gnomes like dwarves. I cannot tell their gender.
All right, he's decided to be racist against gnomes now.
that
But how
goes-
is that racist? I just can't tell the gender.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase what you said to me. They all look the same.
I think that's what I said. I just can't tell which tool they're packing in their tiny breeches.
They have tiny
God.
britches.
They're gnomes! They are small!
I'm gonna hunt and track.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna see if I can discern with an 8 where this dart came from based on context clues in the area.
Well, we know that. He came from the window.
Yeah, you already
Yeah,
I
figured that out.
pointed,
Yeah, but I'm figuring out the best way to approach it. Do I go through the window? Can I like parkour up? Like,
I will give you all of those things. On this multi-story building, they were shooting from the second floor window of a not a two-story room building, but a like 4 or 5 story building, depending on how vague I need to be for shenanigans later. And there is a front door with 2 windows on either side. It is with a sign over it that says it is a shop. You can't tell what the name of the shop is. It's dark outside because it's nighttime now. Because you wouldn't go to downtown in the middle of the day. You had to end up there in the middle of the night. You could, looking at it, you see some planter boxes above the second or next to the second window. You could probably do some crazy jumping shit to get to the sign and then hop into the window from the planter boxes if you wanted to, or you could go in the front door. But there's also an alleyway with ladders running up and down or running up the walls that you could also go into.
I
I
want
forgot
to.
about the best option. I could throw him through the window. I've had huge success throwing.
Why don't you
people-
throw his mule instead?
I
What would you like
want
to
to
do, Justin?
parkour.
You want
I
to
want
parkour?
to parkour.
You want to
Yeah.
parkour up the front, or you want to parkour up the ladders on the side?
That would be climbing.
Okay, so you want to go up the front.
I want to go up the front.
Excellent. How are you going to do this? What are you going?
Dexterity.
Well, obviously your dexterity. Tell me what this looks like.
I'm gonna like how do I describe this? I'm going to kind of like Assassin's Creed, kind of like running, trying to get a foothold into the mortar or the grooves into the housework, and I'm gonna kind of like leap up again, and then I'm gonna like get up onto the flower box, and my intent is to kind of like flip into the window, kicking it open, and then landing on my feet.
Excellent.
Can I tell you the third-party preparation that I see going on for what's about to happen? Because it's the weirdest fucking stretching routine I've ever seen. You have an insane look in your eye, and you're just staring at the window.
Yep.
Exactly. Just doing some, like, weird, like jumping jacks.
And as you do your Assassin's Creed bullshit, you fly up the wall and fling yourself crashing through the window, and you are surrounded by 4 gnome ruffians, 3 of which are playing. No, when I say surrounded, I don't actually mean surrounded. 3 of them are playing cards at a table, and there's a 4th one holding a blow dart gun. and standing near, or who has stepped away from the windows.
I see you have misplaced your dart. Mind if I return it? And I start cracking my knuckles as I like have an arrow in my hand, just kind of like staring him down.
I'm going up the fire escape while this is going on.
Can you go up the fire escape, Mister? I'm in plate armor.
I mean, what do you want me to roll for that? Or I can just go in the front door. I'll go in the front door.
Who says there's stairs in the house?
Fuck's sake. Okay, I'm going to throw myself through the fucking window. That's where we're going. Strength.
How do you do that? You can't throw yourself.
Yep, I'm doing it.
No, I'll tell you. No. I'll tell you what to roll when I think that it's legitimate. You cannot throw yourself. You can't be like grab you by your ankle and be like, "Hoo-chow!"
No, I'm taking the donkey and I'm swinging the donkey around by its legs, and then I'm going to jump. Basically, imagine someone swinging around getting ready to throw like the hammer or whatever in track and field, except they jump so it launches them in the direction they want to go.
You're essentially going to hammer throw my donkey that is named after Thor's hammer.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening, and I'm just holding on to it while I do this.
Does Mjolnir consent to this?
Yeah, he's kind of dumb.
I gave him a carrot and patted him on the butt. We're best buds right now.
As you go flying into the window with your 9, you come crashing into the window on the opposite window from where Melvin came flying through, and you land on the gnome with the blow dart done, squishing him, and he is dead. And you have landed on your back.
And that's the last time a gnome will shoot a dart at me, as I stand up and take my sword out.
I'm like standing, like I stand fully up, and I'm like, dude, I was doing like this cool badass thing, like living out some dream here, and then you just crushed the guy I was trying to intimidate. Now the other two's not going to take me seriously, and I kind of like turn to him. I'm like, you're not going to take me seriously anymore, are you?
We're terrified. Please don't kill us.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's just stupid. Why'd you throw the dart at us? That's all we wanted to know.
You mean Timmy?
Yeah.
Why is everyone named Timmy here? I'm gonna pick one of them up and shake him. Why?
I'm gonna like kind of like slowly have him put the person back down. It's like,
How hard do you shake him?
oh god.
Gently.
Hard enough to dismember him. Because remember, they're paper mache. Wet paper mache.
What paper mache that has already been cut into?
I mean, I'm a little dazed. It's very unpaladin-like behavior, but I've just thrown myself through a window and squished.
As you've squished this small gnome child.
A child? How did it become a child?
Because you rolled a 9. Worst outcome.
Timmy. I'm
I
Timmy
feel like-
now.
I feel like a 6 would have like crippled me or something. Like Jesus.
6. I mean, the 6 would have been the gnome mafia had turned on Brova, and had their own sect running out of this place, and there'd be 100 of them in there.
Fair enough. Anyway, as I set the gnome
Timmy,
down,
no!
I'm going to pick up and pocket his dart gun. This is contraband. And I'm going to hold up my burnt badge. Here's my authority.
No, Timmy. And the dad comes waddling up.
Jesus Christ, dude! What the fuck, man? Why do you keep having us inadvertently murder children?
Because you just like go off the rails. And when I say off the rails, I don't mean my rails. You just go off your own rails so quickly and assume that someone is here to assassinate you everywhere you go.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. I didn't actually attack any of them. I just did a
know.
cool thing, and I landed. Leroy Jenkins did, using my mule.
I know what you
And then
did.
you just...
What you did was ballin', and then he fucked it up.
Yeah.
And I'll give you something else, Sean. As I look down, I see the remnants of a gnome child wheelchair.
He had just started walking again.
I've got nothing for you, sir. Collateral damage.
He falls to his knees crying.
Can't you at least lay on hands?
Ooh. Yeah, I'll lay on hands the pulped body.
How much damage have you taken? I want to know if this is going to kill you.
And
Me?
we've had a full rest.
Okay, just making sure.
Ooh.
Roll 1d8. This damage ignores your armor. Just so we're clear, you're giving up your life force for this
Oh, yeah, I know.
poor crippled gnome child. And you could see his body reform underneath you as you're kind of standing. I guess I'm kind of like picturing you standing directly over him with your hand on his squished forehead, restoring the light in his eyes. He looks up at you and he goes, "Are you God?
No,
Am
my
I
child,
dead?"
just a servant. I'm gonna touch him on the head.
Okay.
No,
Well,
son. You're still a gnome.
all right. How hard do you touch him on his forehead?
Enough to crush his forehead and just
Very, very lightly.
wet paper mache.
It's just,
Imagine a feather falling on the child's head, and it's not even like that.
Kilogram of feathers?
I do the hover hand pat on his head. I don't even actually touch it.
you don't want to be called out for it. Timmy's alive! Oh boy, Timmy! Welcome back to the world of the living.
Timmy, who told you to shoot a dart at us?
What dart? I'm so confused from the life-altering death experience.
I'm going to take out the dart gun. Who gave this to you?
Oh, I made it.
Okay. Where
Don't
did you
listen
get
to my boy. I made it for him. He wanted to shoot squirrels with it.
I'm just gonna dejectedly just start climbing out the window, and I'm just gonna look at, and again, it could be like,
I'm not there.
oh yeah, that's right, you're not there. I don't think I noticed because the dart, and then I'm like, and then I come back in and I go, Flanagan's gone. You killed a child. I'm gonna go.
Do you want me to toss Mjolnir out the window for you?
He came in with you?
I told you! I threw it like a hammer, except I held on. So you came with me.
Hold on, then she
No wonder the child died.
the mule comes, like, I'm doing the, like, I'm ready to return the favor, and all of a sudden, and then, like, it flails, and it's, like, kicking and screaming, and it's just, like, knocking shit over, and then he comes in, like, follows, it's just like,
How do you think I fell on the child? So I would like to look around the this gnome home with this man producing dangerous weapons. I want to discern realities.
no, I'm gonna try to grab him and start pulling him through the window. I'm trying to stop
What about
this.
your mule?
I don't give a shit about Mule. Like, he knows better. He'll just leave and come find us again.
Ooh, I get 3 questions.
Hold on. It sounds like someone wants to interfere with your action. Go ahead and roll 8 or interfere.
-2, Chris.
You
You
get
want to fail.
I still get a 9, so I get 1 question.
Yes.
What here is not what it seems.
The father appears to be a wood carver. And as you look around the house, you see all these little wood carvings of like wooden flutes and wooden clarinets. And you see a sign like over the doorway. It's what was the guy's music shop's name?
Oh shit, this is the brother! I know where you're going! Okay.
This is the brother whose music shop was stolen from him and he's living in squabble above.
A squalor, yeah.
A squalor.
It's only been 2 days.
Has it?
Yeah, it's only been like a couple days.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he's not living in squalor. He was 2 days to a gnome is like years. Their life expectancy is like moments.
When I put 2 and 2 together, I'm going to ask him, is there any, are there any favors we can do for you, seeing as, the incident with your child?
Please just leave before you accidentally squish another one with your giant monster mule.
What's the fastest way out of your home?
He points at the door behind him.
Now, okay, I'm in plate mail. Am I gonna fit through this gnome-sized door, or is this like a normal door?
This is a
You
normal
fit through the
door.
window.
Yeah, you did fit through the window.
Okay, come on. I probably broke the fuck out of their window. This dude's a carpenter, though, so he can fix it.
He looks like a
You actually
wizard.
said I crashed through the window. You didn't
Yeah.
say I gracefully fly through the window
I did.
while I annihilate the wheelchair-bound boy.
Well,
who I-
with some people, when you ask them what the quickest way out, don't point at windows.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go through the door.
As you sidle through the door, there's a set of stairs leading out, and at the bottom of the stairs, there's a door that looks like it would lead into the store, and another one that would lead out into the alleyway.
We're at the music shop. You just want me to annihilate the man I already helped out. I'm going outside to meet up with Mjolnir.
Junior's still up in the attic with or whatever with me because we haven't left yet.
I thought you went flying through the window.
No, I start slowly climbing. Like,
Oh, you were climbing out, and then you
remember that Flanagan's not out there, and then I got kind of distraught, and then I see him just kind of leaving after he starts interrogating, and then just kind of standing there. I'm gonna now try to get Mjolnir out of the second story and try to just like
you're
toss him out at this point.
gonna toss him out
So
the window
I'm-
or down the stairs?
Window.
I want to say I'm in the street to see this happening.
This is how you normally remove mules from houses. You shove them out the window. I don't think we need to roll for this. This is going to be excellent either way.
This will be good.
As you shove him, he does a little trot jump, and then he flattens to the ground with his legs sticking out on all sides. Then he looks up, and what do mule sounds make?
Fantastic. Well, I bid you all a fantastic adieu, and I roll backwards out of the window.
It's like a Batman thing.
I want to go collect the dart.
And then suddenly, Christmas twinkles happen again as the Krampus is delivered upon you once more. But we're going to figure out what the Krampus has been tasked with doing real quick.
Sure.
Running and grabbing the dart.
Which I'm not really sure what you should be doing. Santa has no known allies in the Time War other than a relationship with King Geldar.
I could
Yeah.
spout lore about Klaus's allies.
We're not spouting out. Scout,
I
why-
know.
Scout, why don't you spout some more about Geldar or King Geldar and his alliance with or his relationship with Santa Claus? And we'll use that to drive what your mission might be.
Sure. Let me just tap back to the screen.
Fucking Geldar. Where was he in the future past when I needed him?
Cameras.
In the future past.
There.
Mhm.
All right. So what do you want to know?
I want to know why Geldar was able to ask Santa Claus to send the Krampus to help. Why would Santa send his most
Do I need to roll?
powerful agent?
Do I need to roll actual spout lore for this, or are you just letting me go?
I'm letting you go. Do it.
All right. So, Geldar learned through, we'll say his court chancellor, that
Whose name is? What is their name?
the unknown court chancellor,
Is he still alive?
No, he is not alive.
Is it because
He
he
was-
was executed?
He was killed in the coup.
Oh, in the attempted coup?
Yeah.
Wait. The storming of the castle with
Yes.
the brother? Okay.
Yeah, he was killed because he was the known source of information that a divine being that we did not know to be Santa at the time, though it turned out it was Santa. Geldar learned this through his court chancellor, who had heard it through the mystics who live in the mountains along the border of the kingdom. What was the kingdom's name for Geldar's? Did we have one for it?
Yes, I do not. Sean, you wrote it. You probably wrote it down in
I
your
wrote
notes.
some stuff down. Geldar, King of Strom.
King of
Strom,
Strom,
that's
yeah, the region of Strom, the mountains to. I don't know if we had discerned directions for what lies where. Basically, I don't think we've ever really kind of done that.
How about we say
East.
that the mountains are adjacent with the gnome tundra? I
Yeah.
mean the elf tundra.
Yeah, we could do that. So the witches that live in the mountains there, and they call the mountains there the Divine Shade.
I like it.
Nice.
And the witches are you could think of them in simplest terms as soothsayers. Of they kind of gave a revelation of contacting the divine to ask for a favor, right? So Geldar did this, but in doing so, he got a hold of Santa.
Our most powerful god, help us! Jingle bells. Krampus shows up.
He is but one of many in the pantheon, known pantheon. So he was the one that was contacted.
Excellent. And what did he call Geldar the first time he said anything to him?
What did Santa say to Geldar?
No, what did he call him?
Oh,
Boy.
wait, are you saying what did Santa call Geldar?
Yeah, he called him boy.
Oh, I see, I see.
I was trying to set you up. I was trying to set you up, set me up.
I was going to set you up. I was just trying to get the if it was Geldar like down there on his knees like in his throne room just like, "Oh divine being, I call upon your aid." And you just hear just rumbling from the distance. "You call upon me, boy."
Okay.
And then
Is-
and then it starts like lightly snowing in the throne room. And Santa boom appears.
Was the last form of Kratos was Kratos the last Santa Claus after he went through the Greek and Norse pantheon? He went to the Christian gods, slayed Santa, and then became the new Santa Claus. Is that what happened?
I mean,
that's why
kind
we're
of-
getting
that's where I
boy.
feel-
He actually had to kill Tim Allen,
Oh my god. Oh,
and then he picked
so,
up his jacket.
So it lightly snows. Krampus shows up, or
Yeah.
Santa shows up.
Santa shows up. And it's not Santa in a physical form. He's astral projecting because Santa can do that.
Jesus Christ, I
Santa.
can't believe you gave him that, but okay.
I mean, Santa in this world is becoming all powerful. Like that's just kind of the way it's going.
Like you're setting like the power levels for other deities in this universe. So
Sure. Do you need more?
why would Santa agree to do anything for King Geldar?
So
Ooh,
King
that's such a-
King Geldar made his plea. I'm gonna leave the pleading up to Chris here for that. Santa, though, agreed to it on the conditions that the bracers are used to take care of a certain somebody.
Was it the brother?
No.
The bracers have to be used to execute somebody.
Yes.
Are you going to tell me who, or is that left up to imagination?
That we'll keep it vague for now, as we'll let things go on. So I don't want to hammer down too many details right away.
Sure. So King Geldar is under orders to assassinate or to kill somebody right now with these bracers, and he has not done so.
Yes. And the Krampus was given to him under the guise of acquiring them to do Santa's bidding.
And then, knowing all of that, Santa summoned you specifically because King Geldar still hasn't upheld his end of the bargain.
Excellent.
And he is sending you to go sort that shit out because this will
Okay.
not stand.
Okay.
Boy.
He calls the Krampus boy?
He calls everyone boy.
Oh, okay.
He's a god. He's pretty old, right?
Sure.
The witch lady's kingdom, by the way.
Yes.
I have a good name.
Excellent. Go.
It's going to be the Oak Den.
So, the Oak Den and the Tundra Elves. I don't think we've... Did we name the... Justin, did you name the Tundra Elves continent, country, land?
We didn't touch anything with that and reserved all of it for Justin.
Yeah.
No. I think I
We
think
conversed with unnamed characters and traveled to unnamed places.
hello there. Insert name here. It's so
That's
good to
exactly-
see you. Insert name here. Oh, it is the most covenant of all people, Brenda. Let me look at loose leaf stuff really quick. Look at all the fun times I had here.
Hey, if anybody needs Divinity 2, it's 60% off on Steam right now.
Original Sin 2?
Yeah.
That's a good fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
That should be next on our list after we finish. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. Next.
No,
In
not that
2023.
not that I don't think I named anything. I think I named the
Well, here's your opportunity. Put you on the spot.
So there were two clans, Loose Leaf's family and his ex-wife's Ellie, right? That was her name?
Sure.
I gave her a name, I just can't remember what I named her. And there was a mutual marriage because of the whole tribes thing, and I was to become chief, and then I inexplicably died, and she's taking power, and she had my staff, which I stole back. What the hierarchy is pretty much like it's nomadic, it's tribal. You pretty much go with the chief, then she has her advisors, which are heads of the different families. And Loose Leaf's family was the Leaf family because obviously he was a loose cannon, and they decided to leaf it up to fate on what happened. And on her end, I would say it was the Stone tribe, so Ellie Stone, and they were more of the militaristic and more progressive of the families who wanted to kind of move forward and progress, and that's why she wants to be more assertive in the elven role inside of the other communities, and that is her plan for it, which we do not know for part of the reason why. That is why we are being roped into this. But she wants more power, so the elves aren't treated as just tribesmen that, you know, show up every now and again for ritual reasons, and they actually have some stake and power inside of, you know, civilized worlds, and that's kind of what's going on there. So the Stone clan and all of the family on that side, and all of the clans that rope into the Stone clan want to modernize and essentially become industrial, while everybody at the Leaf side want to continue to be more nomadic and be in the nature and, you know, transform into animals at will and kind of do that shit. But
This
the other
sounds a
side
lot like a book series I've read.
I'm pulling from it. I'm pulling this straight out of my ass.
No, there's a book series done by David Coe called the Londubin series, to where there's two nations that they're like the highest order of each side is aware of each other. One side is, you know, it's one people that have went two different ways, and on one side they went the technology path, on the other side they went the divine magic path.
I'm probably, you know, pulling a bit from the old like WoW lores, like different elf tribes and like the troll tribes and shit. But
as soon as you started saying that, I'm like, wow, I've actually read this story.
I,
Oh,
you
no,
know,
it exists
million
in the Halo
monkeys.
universe, too.
Right?
yeah. Two
Slightly
people
different,
bad, one good.
Oh, by the way, it's Divinity 2 it's on GOG, not Steam, but it's $18.
Unplayable. No, I'm kidding.
Depends on who you ask, but yeah.
So, what is the name of the nomadic kingdom of the tundra?
Chiefdom.
Chiefdom, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the chiefdom of the elves, of the tundra elves, or shit, trying to think.
If you want to simmer on it, we can leave it untouched.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. I am being very careful not to say a no again on accident, so I'm thinking this through.
A no again?
The Poop Tribe. No.
You know, when I think something sounds cool and then it comes out horribly wrong or offensive. And it doesn't click right away, and then as soon as I say it and I watch all of you just disappointment and lose respect in me.
So we need to go off stream. We need to workshop it and then come back.
The Nazi? Oh, those people are bad. I almost went like snoo, like the Futurama joke with like the Amazons. Snoo tribe.
Oh, crap.
That's a path we can go.
Let me find something here.
So we know, like, based on what we've talked about so far, I'm drawing the borders, and it looks like the Oak Den and the Tundra are on the borders with Strom, but there's the mountain range called the Divine Shade that separates them, and that's probably why he's able to withstand assaults from two neighbors at once. And then on the other side of them is the Gnome Kingdom.
Does the Gnome King... Oh, that's right, because the... Wait. No, the elves are... Oh, shit. That sucks for Geldar. Because the elves and the Witch Queen are allies, and they're on both sides. That
Does
sucks.
Geldar know that the gnomes are in league with the elf tribe, basically?
That's generous to say that the gnomes are in league with the elves because the elf is threatening to go to war with the gnomes currently.
And the gnomes in kind of what I was setting up is like, what the humans, the gnomes, and any other tribe or any other more civilized kind of like feudal level civilization they don't think that the elves are going to be much threat because they're like, they just wander around the tundra and do elf things like commune with nature.
So is the Tundra this big blob, and the chiefdom is somewhere in there?
And it just kind of like rotates.
Yeah, it moves around.
Should we actually like jot down a map for this? Like,
I've
just
been
kinda...
pushing Sean to do that, but I want him to produce it. I think it would be better if he made it.
Ooh, hold on. I have a tool that can help you out with that.
Yeah, like honestly, you don't have to spend like 10 hours on it. You could probably do it in 10 minutes on one of those online tools.
There's like an online like map generator. I would
Yeah.
plug in some stuff, make sure one thing is up north and a couple things are separated by mountains.
Yeah.
Just make them interesting shapes. That's all that I ask.
This
Yeah.
tool's great. Like, it just created a great continent just by linking it, and if I refresh it, it will never be seen again. Boom.
I love stuff like this, dude, so much. I could sit here for hours and just do this kind of thing.
I have also Campaign Cartographer 3 I got from a Humble Bundle. I thought I would use it more, but then COVID hit, and then I didn't have a reason to use it, but it's really great for
Is it that Wonder Draft thing?
Not Wonder Draft. It's a different...
Because I bought that. I bought that in Dungeon Draft when those were, I think, kickstarted or something.
Hey Sean, where was the what the hell is it called? Not mission. That thing that we were inside of. Embassy. Where was the embassy that we went to see Serena?
The embassy was in the tundra.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so the witch is allies with the elf lady because there were two statues holding random elf head #1 and Geldar's head,
Yes.
and then Treewood. Okay, that's a detail that you missed, Justin.
Gotcha.
Oh, dude, the options on this thing are amazing.
Is
So are we
this-
just gonna do a spout lore session? Is that where we're about to go?
I mean,
We're just gonna build out the entire world map.
if that's
It-
where we end up, I'm fine with it.
Oh my god.
You know,
this
if you
is
actually
awesome.
want to like share your screen, we can kind of plot out what we're thinking, and we can communicate and get an actual like map going. Because we have to still establish where the original Gnome Kingdom was that we landed on, where we walked out of the cave, and where the like the sea troll.
We weren't. Remember,
I
we
personally,
didn't start in the Gnome Kingdom. Remember, we had to go through the gate.
mhm.
Yeah, like we need to establish where the airport is and where we kind of started and where we're currently at. I think that's
If we do something like that, I want everybody present for input
that is a
on
good
that.
point.
I think like a list of places that we need to place on the map would be good. We
Yeah.
need because okay, the current thing. So
Don't we know that
Cable-
the Gnome Kingdom it has access to the sea because we got out to a point,
Yep.
and we got turned around from it because sea trolls who are worse than land trolls apparently. So
Thanks,
we-
that one.
I guess what we haven't defined though is the port. Is it like off of a river and it goes past other land out to the sea, or
that is
is
true.
it straight up on like a small sea and there's like other shit out there?
It
We
could
didn't get a chance to because we were being chased and we ran into that corporate building and then we just kind of like Hearthstoned out and then we kind of got sent to another area entirely. So
That's true.
I imagine that being like kind of a generalized area then. So it's the landmass and the ports there, but we can't see outside of that. So we don't see if it's all a body of water or what. It's basically like a fisheye view. Where did you get smashed by the octopus? the
that was
Kraken.
where the cult was, wherever the cult was.
Okay, so maybe it is coastal then.
So I've shared my screen in Discord.
Okay, so we need like a bay then maybe?
How do we
Ooh,
pop? I wish I
really
could-
like the Republic
like that.
of Eldor or whatever has a really good bay. I think that'd
Yeah.
be great.
That could be
do
something.
you see,
Yeah.
well, do you see the Kingdom of Rar to the right? Check that out. Right here. Look at this. That's got a river, so it's got like a lake of some kind and a river that has an outlet.
Where are you talking about? The Kingdom of Rar?
Move your mouse
Or-
southwest or southeast. Down.
So it's on the left
Down.
continent.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Can we rename that to RAWR?
Roar.
Let's see.
Rar.
Let me see if I can figure. Oh, yeah.
So this would be a pretty interesting shape for the Gnome Kingdom.
You're thinking kind of a Pangea like.
I mean, this is a little
landmass.
more.
So keep in mind that the northernmost tundra area is definitely the elf area.
So we need okay. Then that small yellow thing could be Geldar, and then the witch to the left.
Can
Or
you
it could-
resize and reshape each region?
That's what I was wondering.
The tool may have been updated. It looks like there's a lot more like tools for it. You might be able to just change the boundaries of what something is.
Yeah, it looks like you're still in like label editing.
Well, we do need to pull the labels out, so maybe it's not Kingdom of Strom, Sean. It's just Strom.
He's a king, right?
He is a king, but the area is just called Strom.
I'm gonna call it Kingdom of Strom, so I know that who's in
Ah.
charge, what kind of person's in charge. I don't.
Whoa, this thing gave you like pre-filled cities and everything. Okay.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
damn.
So if we
Can
could
you-
actually get a pretty good map, it would be nice to have on the Roll20 screen. Just have it static, or maybe throw
Like-
some tokens to be like,
Like
right here.
maybe just I don't know. Did you just generate this one randomly?
Yeah, I
This
did.
is Yeah, this is literally the first. You can keep rolling the dice, and there's the settings. We don't have to stick with this one,
Yeah.
especially if there's a whole
Yay,
other continent.
Refresh.
Oh shit!
Oh my god,
I-
it's just
Ooh.
Russia.
Oh, you know what? That is a good point. I think if you look at it, you can new map,
Options?
canvas size, yeah, map speed.
Definitely
rate.
not that.
Oh, the template.
No.
What are the options?
Oh, no,
By
let's-
1080 by
let's do
1080.
1600.
1600 by 900.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's probably better.
Then I can like make it easier for y'all to look at.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So okay, we need like a Mediterranean thing. There has to be water. What? Ooh. Pangea, there you go. There's your landmass.
Culture set. Do we want high fantasy or do we want more like
Dark fantasy.
antiquity?
What would be antiquity? What would you think the definition of that would be?
Antiquity is interesting from the fact that there could be. I almost like random better. Well, no.
I like antiquity because civilizations are growing to the point where they have like the hub stations, trade stations. There's
Mhm.
it's not like
Ooh. I like this map.
So you can set a. I'm pointing at it like you can see it. You can set a year and era kind of thing. I
Oh
saw
man.
that.
Look at the. Do you see that tundra area? That's actually perfect.
yeah, that's really good.
I
That's
did
a
like that,
great
yeah.
location. I mean, it's not exactly north,
So,
but
move that edit tag out of the way that you've got down there, and then we could set Didorycia or whatever to the Gnome Kingdom because it's perfect. It's got waterfront, but it's still like. Or we could make the Gnome Kingdom the green mass. I keep pointing at the shit like you guys know what I'm pointing at. The
like
green
the
mass to the
tile.
north of it could
Okay.
I do
be.
like. Oh, you're saying north of the tundra? I thought you were talking about the Pileman Empire. Pileman.
Oh no! The green mass right to the north of the tundra could be the Gnome Kingdom, or we could make it the pink one right below. That's the Dido-Rystia.
So keep in mind that the Gnome City that you started at
Mm-hmm.
was not in the Gnome Kingdom proper. It was a
No.
separate area.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah, let's do. I like your idea, Dido-Rystia or Rystia, because
Yeah.
then this green area that's not named. So Can we turn the green area to ice? Do you have that option?
Probably. I just can't click on it.
I think the ice area is like a huge mountain range kind of because I think it's trying to say glacier.
Oh,
Oh.
glacier. So you can expand it, can't you?
Opacity.
That's
Oh, that's good.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
like-
we could use the white as the tundra area with it kind of flowing out into the other areas.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Because
Because then-
yeah, they're more or less like nomadic. They don't give a shit about boundaries. They're just gonna travel from place to place hunting whatever caribou or whatever weird.
Oh, hey, what? Okay, what do you guys think about this? The Kingdom of Haya, that yellow area. What if that was the Gnome Kingdom? The tundra is the ice, and then Didoristia is Brett's place. That'd
Mhm.
give you that like coastal. I mean, does
That
that make
works.
sense?
Yeah.
Margarita. I forgot. Oh my god.
Is that what he called it?
Yeah, he named it Margaritaville.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
so-
Did he? He's just been embodying Jimmy Buffett the whole time. So
Yeah.
Well,
so
it was named after the two sisters, Margaret and Rita, in their small village.
Okay.
so we could
got-
have the kingdom the Haya be the Gnome Kingdom, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and then we could use the blue area as the area we started in. And we cross that, like the wall's right there.
Okay. I get you. Yeah.
okay, so this yellow. Is
Yeah.
the Gnome
Yes.
Kingdom.
Gnome Kingdom. Yeah.
I also like the idea of the green area being the Witch Kingdom.
The Puria down there at the
Oakton.
bottom, or the green one
This
to the
one,
north
yeah,
of
this
that?
one.
This one. No, this one. This one.
And this
Oak,
is,
yeah.
This is
Are you
called-
talking- Are you talking the
Oak
Plyman
Den.
Empire? Oh, okay.
Den. Yeah.
like one word or two words?
Let's do one word. There we go. Oakton.
I'm trying to make this easy to.
Man, I feel like we're
Well-
building a freaking Command and Conquer map. That's
Can you just kind of
Turn
put that
off
in a
the wrist
note
map.
on the tag instead of putting it into the label itself?
Oh, nice.
I'm
Which-
hesitant to introduce labels.
Okay, that's fine.
Labels are a little clunky.
Like what I want to do is take. How do I? I'll remove this so everyone will be happy, and we'll remember.
Yeah, we
Well,
know what
I mean,
Oakton
you
is.
could, right?
So
I
Okay.
then,
Upset.
so then the Gnome Tundra would be here,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then this would be Geldar.
So, that's the. Yeah, I guess that's where we have to put Geldar.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin, are you okay with that? With you being in proximity north of the Gnome Kingdom, but there's something further north?
I'm fine with that. If we want, I did find a nice name that I wanted to use. So
Of course.
the Elven tribe will be the Amarok, or Wolf, as it is in Eskimo.
Ooh,
think.
Amarok. I like that.
Amarok, the Amarok tribe.
You might have to add a.
Just
Yeah, there
steal
you
it.
go.
Yoink!
Yeah, it's not being used for anything else.
Yeah, just delete what we're not using as TBD.
Yeah. Oh, see, there you go. Oh, you're.
That's not
Sliding.
helpful at all.
Oh, were you trying to resize the text?
Yeah.
I think there was another option for it.
Is that what the 70
what-
points was on the
Yeah,
right?
I think that's what it is.
There we go.
All right. Excellent. So how do I? What is it being called?
Amarok.
How do I spell
Amarok
that?
tribe lands. Amarok.
Now, okay, see, here's where I think one of the most interesting intersections of lore that we probably need to talk about. You guys both diverged from the same area. It would be interesting to see where the cradle of the elves is, because you have, a very obviously divided land. Is there some like sacred site on the border or something like that?
For what? For the
Oh,
the
just
tribe?
yeah, well, for both, because they're both elf tribes that split off.
Well, they're both
Alright.
they're both families within the Amarok.
So,
it's
I
just
could-
like. Go ahead,
I could
sorry.
see some. No, I was just saying I could see something like, you know how Sean was making the ice opacity like better or like greater and lesser.
Mhm.
See
Do
that
it
little-
in one
see
of the
that see that see that little
areas.
white area up there with pocketed in the Kingdom of Strom.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Like turn the opacity all the way down for a second. You
Oh,
see
yeah,
that
so we can
little
see.
white area up there? The Kingdom of
Oh, there's-
Strom had been
Ooh.
moving has been expanding across the Amarok tribe lands, right? Hear me out. And this little site here is potentially like one of their sacred lands. Feel free to just say no to the idea, but it's just something that popped into my head.
That
It
can
was-
explain
well-
why the elf war chief is allies with the Witch Queen, so that they could attack Strom together, and the Elf Queen wants to reclaim some of her lost land.
I just look at it this way. What does Justin think? Because this is his
Yeah.
That
lore
makes
area.
sense. Gives her a motive. She didn't really have a motive before, but if her tribe's her homeland and her hunting ground is slowly being devoured by the Kingdom of Strom, she's gonna try to find a way to get it back and conquer. She's like, our people are too weak under the last tribe. The Leaf family has been to Paso. Oh God.
What
Whoa!
what is that?
Is that like population density?
Gotta be.
I don't know.
Help. Help.
Stop it.
Help.
So, okay, Justin, I guess here's a direct question. So that area in the Kingdom of Strom,
Go ahead and save
Is
the
that
map.
special?
Save the map real quick.
Before I fuck it
yeah.
up even worse.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, look.
So why is
Annual
that?
Christmas.
Why would that area be special? Is there something in there that Strom's threatening?
Doesn't have to be threatening or strong. It could just be, hey, there's an opportunity. The elves, they're not going to do anything about it. We're just going to start sending expeditions into the tundra, start colonizing it. Take the land, take the food. All of a sudden, boom! You just got a whole new source of exotic meats for the noble people and places that you can, quickly transfer your soldiers without any hesitation. Because there's that whole river that's going all the way from the north part of like above Kingdom that's looping kind of like in that intersection.
Yeah, I see that.
Boom, like you that whole river now is an access to everything on the west side of the continent, and then you could attack the Republic of Nito or whatever else is there. Like boom, it's just a tactical spot. It's like no one's using this. My people are going to use it. What is the elves going to do? We're in the Bronze Age almost. They're still nomadic.
So we have a couple of capital cities, right?
For Kingdom of Strom and Oakton in the Gnome Kingdom, yes.
Okay, so those would be the relationship of those would be interesting. Oh, we need one location, Sean. We need the area that the raids are conducted to go steal the people of Strom. So if you've got like a little map icon that you can throw down.
I don't actually know how to add.
Is there anything in
things.
tools?
You do everything by that little menu there.
Like, I don't see anything to like add things.
Click to configure
Oh,
rivers.
label.
Click to add. There you go. River route marker Berg. Yeah. Save the map quickly. Save it before we fuck shit up.
I don't know how to say.
Down at the bottom. Down at the bottom. Save. Save it to your machine, man. I don't. Yeah.
Okay,
And then
got
yeah,
that.
do multiple saves. Save it to the browser as well, just in case.
I've got it.
when you
I've
come
got it
back.
saved to my local, and I
Okay.
saved it to browser. So this
Okay.
is this place right here is the. This was a set of mountains.
Yes, there's a
It
mountainous
was
border.
the divine shade.
I wish we had the little, mountain icon. Just the little triangles.
Yeah, I think there actually is like a little mountain. Like I
Can
can't.
you-
It's been a while since I've used this tool in particular, but
Can you throw that on the border, Sean? Is it hard to read if you drag the divine shade down, like showing that it's like basically in both areas?
Are you saying that? Are we saying the divine shade takes up the entirety of the southern border?
No, just part of it. I think there's got to be like a pass, unless there's just a
Yeah,
giant-
I would say there's a pass through the mountain.
Well,
Okay.
there's obviously going to be passes. It's just like
Yeah.
a general area.
Yeah. I would say cut the left dot back.
Oh well, we can't see that. I think that's just for centering.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just drop the name, and it's on both sides, right? The border's not in Strom, right? It's like Oakton and Strom, like straddling. That would be a great place to have a border. Actually, that's how a lot of maps are the way they are. They were like, hell no, we can't go over this.
Yeah.
But we own the whole thing. And then the people on the other side are like, we can't go over this, but we own the whole fucking thing. And then they eventually meet each other, and they're like, these are our mountains.
What's a
what
bird?
right do you have of
That
insult?
a burg is a city, dude.
Hmm.
You can configure a city by doing that.
Oh,
Do a
shit.
city. We
Yeah.
need a city.
You can zoom in like super in depth. Like I generated a whole map, but I only needed to use one section of it for the longest time.
How can they not have mountains as an option on here?
Did I
Is
just
that under?
add these all?
Whoa. God, that's right. You can do imports and exports.
Can you drag those? Are those draggable?
There's dungeons. Oh my god, this tool has like gotten absurd.
Oh my gosh! It even generates a dungeon.
It integrates with something else to generate a dungeon.
Oh, I know this. I've used this before to make dungeons. Wadabu, yeah.
Can I undo? I don't want I don't want all that shit on the map.
I think you can do it under your layers. I think you had you enabled. So display, you're on display layers right now. Yeah. So everything that is currently highlighted, rivers, states, borders, icons, routes, ice, that's
What
what's
is
showing.
rulers? Can you go to rulers, Sean? Oh, okay. That's
That just-
just
yeah.
the distance. Okay. Okay.
So like
no,
for example, click on biomes and it'll show you something interesting.
Ooh, that's cool. I kind of like the biomes. That's pretty neat. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot for us, you know. It just gives
No,
us
but if you
a
hover
drive.
the mouse over it, it tells you what it is.
Yeah, I'm very interested in having like distinct
This one?
lines,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
especially
That or-
because this is going to be edited. Like
This-
I'm going to
yeah.
export this to an image and import it into Roll20, and we'll probably do further modifications inside Roll20.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Oakton, the Divine Shade. Okay, we don't have a way to place cities right now, right?
Where's the cult?
So that's what I was thinking.
So-
The cult was by the sea, right?
They were in a swamp, so they're probably like in Oakton or someplace with a lot of water.
Well, they were still in the Gnome Kingdom, right?
No.
Or were they before we got there? Oh,
So
what about
about-
Green Place?
So
yeah, they're right south
what?
of Gnome Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Right south of that little pool of water,
Yep.
that could be where
Right here?
where. Yeah, we don't have a name. I guess a name for whatever it could be, but that's where the
Who came up with the cult? Whose idea was it?
that was Justin's.
So what do they call it? What's the area?
What was it? It was the Twin Tentacles.
Did we ever name a region that they were in, or we just kind of just went with it?
They
It
probably
was some
don't.
octopus and stuff. It could be sushi. That's what we could go. No.
It could probably be like the Colt Swamplands or something.
Well, what
Like-
would be?
Like it doesn't have. They don't have to own, or they don't have to rule an entire area. They may just be a cult that like. I don't know.
Operate-
This could literally just not be a nation, just the marshlands kind of thing.
Right.
Oh, we like that.
We also have that original gnome city that we need to label.
I
I
was
was thinking-
thinking the
Okay.
blue one right there,
Yeah,
right below
that's the
Margaritaville
same
in the Gnome
thing.
Kingdom.
Yep. I was thinking that would be a great place. And I actually really like that central location because the airport could be there as well, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you had to travel from the gnome city to the airport to the gnome kingdom.
I
So
thought we
could-
traveled
so-
on foot to the wall. Did we not
So-
do that?
We did. Does that mean that we need to put a wall around the Gnome Kingdom, that troll wall? Does that completely surround the Gnome Kingdom?
I would think specifically the border that we haven't explored the entire border. So I would say TBD, but for sure this blue area and
Yeah.
where we traverse does have the magical wall.
Okay.
Like we know it was there because we saw it and it goes like infinitely long in either direction. So we can assume that entire border at least.
Okay. That sounds
We don't
good.
know the relationship between the beachy elves and the gnome kingdom, so their border may
Right.
be something,
Right.
just some armed customs guards or something. So what's the name of this place, Sean?
Council of Wizards is in this area.
Right, because you traveled to the Council of Wizards airport, right?
Mhm.
Oh, actually, you teleported to the Council of Wizards airport from the port town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the port
That's what I
town
was-
could be like anywhere, as long as it's on a coastal side, or as long as it's coastal.
It could
Yeah.
always
Well,
be on a neutral island. It'd be kind of cool if you zoom out a little bit, it looks like there's that like yellow long island that could just be.
The one up there right below the green
Yeah.
one.
It's just kind of neutral, like airport portal thing, so no one country owns it.
Okay.
so Council of Wizards would go top left in the yellow, and then Port Town would be blue. Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, I think so, because you traveled from
Oh,
the
you need to
cultist
switch them
to
then.
the Council of Wizards to the Gnome Kingdom.
Yeah, so the Gnome Port Town needs to switch with the Council of Wizards then. I think those are backwards.
Okay.
The Gnome Port Town's up here.
Well, that's what I was saying. We traveled from the Gnome Port Town on foot to the wall, and then we flew on.
No, you teleported from the Gnome Port Town to the Council of Wizards.
And then we walked from the Council of Wizards?
To the Cultist. And then back from the Cultist to the Council of Wizards to the Gnome Kingdom or the Wall.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. We woke up, we had the foresty area thing, right? That was
Yeah.
our first.
Yes.
And I thought we walked from the forest to the entrance to the gnomes. Or
We
we
did.
went to the Council of Wizards first? That's
No,
what I was
we,
saying.
We,
That's what I-
we went to the gnome. We went to the gnome thing first.
Yep, you were in a Gnome Port Town, and then you used the magic teleporters to escape there because the trolls were ransacking the town.
I could see
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see this postured as it is a kind of a port town. Kind of, it's all out of the way because, you know, who knows? Troll experimentation could have been going on up there with all the stuff they were trying to do. And
Could we make it that yellow island that's like circle shaped? So down like one more. Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
yeah, that would
Oh,
make sense
geez.
considering how it's a lot closer instead of being, you know, way further away.
Well, they have a teleporter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean
I'm
that
just
they have to go to the
thinking-
furthest conceivable place.
This is true.
That's true. This is a very valuable location. So, giving that, I mean, it's not that the smaller island up north, but the proximity to these areas, like they have that water access, and then it gives them a way to like ship goods and stuff. Like they could do all sorts of troll stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, we haven't established how they ship all their food and stuff, so just an idea. But okay. So we went to the Gnome Port Town, or we woke up, had our first 2/3 men encounter, walked outside. Okay, I guess that would make sense if this like island and the adjacent yellow land is just like gnome outposts. Maybe they've like pseudo claimed it, but not established it as part of the actual kingdom.
The Gnome Wild West.
Yes.
Yeah, basically their frontier.
It's space, our final frontier.
And making a map is freaking hard.
Making a map is awesome, dude. I love doing stuff like this.
Well, I think it's great because we're able to finally like piece everything together and have like a congruent like we're now, instead of it just being like it's the Time War, fuck it, we're actually trying to establish rules and like borders and boundaries and stuff. And I think this will actually give us a little bit more what is it?
It makes you more
Why
don't-
invested.
Why don't
Yeah.
Sean? Why don't you turn the text so that it runs along the length?
Oh, like bend it?
Just turn the text. Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Oh, that that cartography. Oh.
Oh, the cartography. So we're just all going to get tattoos of this when it's finished.
I already have a back tattoo of it. What are you doing?
I will make a print of this and hang it on the wall.
So okay, we'll have to figure out. Okay, I do think we need to know where some of the cities are. I think that could be somewhat important. We do have
Yeah.
extremely fast travel.
I
but
think that would be better to implement once we.
Oh yeah,
export
later.
this to- like, because if you could actually just zoom in, if you actually scroll in,
Yeah. See?
yeah, it can go super in depth. Like it is too much to micromanage, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like
We're just
Well,
getting
the
we're
reason-
just getting the big picture painted right now.
Yeah.
Right. Like I want to export this big map as just a JPEG, put it into Roll20, and then we'll make further modifications there. Or maybe if I can find some whiteboard application where we can all work on it at the same time, I'll put
Yeah.
it there.
Do we want? We need a location. So is there a way for you to just stack some labels? Or well, if you're exporting it, but we need a list. So we need We need Stumpy's homeland, where the dwarves are from.
That is
We need
a
to know-
Jeff question. And
So I would say that
we know where the dwarfs are from. They're from the underworld, the underbelly.
but we don't know where that is. That's why I wanted everybody else here, because we can don't worry about, I guess, not exporting this out as a JPEG and then editing it. Save it again, save it in your browser, whatever, and then next session we can add the last few things on, and then you can do your export, and we can kind of go from there.
May I also recommend there is a way to export a special file that you can import back in, just to archive it. Yes. Save it as an SVG, I think.
Save them
And-
all. Get PNG, JPEG, just do it all.
Tiles. Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, that's really
12,800 by 7,200.
You move near 0 on the end, and then you got a typical YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, actually, part of the rules of Dungeon World are to draw maps and leave blanks or leave
Yeah.
spaces.
I
So-
see.
So things can be added. We don't want to fill in
Well,
everything.
no, I'm not saying fill in everything, but we get the last couple of crucial details from Brett and from Jeff before we start doing our marking on it and stuff like that.
That's fair.
We need to. I think the big thing we covered here is basically character origins and anything that's currently related to what we're doing. Because, I mean, theoretically, we could turn around and if we sacked Strom, we could turn it into something else. Like it wouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Are you going to sack
Oh.
Strom?
Oh, no, it was just an example. Well, okay, if you put me in a room with Geldar,
Are you going to,
Exactly.
is Strom going to cease to exist, or is it going to be just Strom renamed?
well, that's what I mean. Like, theoretically, but then you might fracture into a couple kingdoms. Like, it's possible that
Yeah.
it goes straight up tribal or feudal lord type thing.
Yeah, I definitely think we should push the second half to let other people
Oh yeah.
go for it. But my cat, who has been fixed, is starting to get antsy. I gotta feed him meds.
Oh, it's after
yeah.
10 anyways.
Yep.
All right.
So I
y'all-
think we're.
do we want to do questions real quick?
Yeah, we
May
can,
as well.
Did anyone do their bonds or their alignment? And
No.
that's a thing we need to figure out for the Krampus.
Yeah. No bonds, no alignments. Yeah.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Oh yeah.
The fucking map.
Yeah.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
No.
Probably no.
I resurrected a character from straight up dead for the second time.
But who killed him?
Oh, I think it's just more.
See, here's the thing though. It doesn't matter. They weren't notable.
Oh no, that I know.
He thinks he'd cast resurrection magic when really the pulp still
On
had a little
Timmy.
bit of life in it.
And gnomes are very magical.
And gnomes are they're good
So that's
magical conduits.
That's a big no.
And I don't
Yeah,
think we looted memorable treasure. I'm not going to give it to you for the blow dart.
Oh come on! I have a whole thing for the blow
So we
dart.
get
thing.
1 XP.
Yeah. Like,
I'll
could
take
you
my-
compare the blow dart to the troll worst bag?
Trollworst bag is pretty epic. So
I actually think I was more interested in a little bit of the lore for the instrument maker because the magic possessed instruments came from him.
This is true.
yeah.
So I was going to investigate a mystery on his little dart gun and look for his like seal or whatever, and potentially see if that's some sort of, magically imbued stuff.
Maybe it's his brother that's gone rogue and is selling black market instruments that are actually monsters.
I mean, it's possible. That's possible that that's the case too, but we have to investigate later. So I don't think that the dart gun is like inherently useful in that way. I think it's a very interesting thing, or could be.
Might be. So you're going after things that I had no idea were interesting. So I'm like, okay, this is another thing. We'll figure it out when we get there.
I mean, don't forget my father's a magic mason of some sort.
He is, and he is ashamed of you.
Well, I mean, he had a fucking son who made it to a king. That's kind of hard to live up to. unrealistic expectations.
Step up your game, man.
So, okay, you want me to try to bang and marry the Witch Queen? I mean,
That she like, do you want to be your sister-in-law's rebound guy?
that's actually a very interesting thing. So, if your sister-in-law, in this case, who was married to you, or not married to you, into your family by your brother, who is now dead, is she still like a member of the family, or like how do you?
Yes. She married into the family.
How far are you into into the Stormlight Archive, Justin?
I'm working on it. I've gotten a little bit farther, but I'm still like early on. They're still in
Okay.
Shadesmar.
He's
I would-
not at the part where he bangs his sister-in-law.
Wait. Which book are you in?
I'm on the latest book.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this is the whole thing with Dalinar and his brother's wife.
Okay, yeah.
He's like,
Jesus.
I can't, but she's just like, but we must.
We can rewrite the rules now, but I can't. Also, the naughtiest thing I have ever done was wrote a novel.
Fucking love that shit. All right.
Cool. Yep.
I'm
I got
glad
it.
we
Again.
did the map. The map was a good.
Oh yeah.
I think this was good.
You see all
Definitely.
those unnamed continents?
Yes.
Well, we have to extract a little bit from Jeff, and I can't
Yeah.
remember if he named. I feel like he named 2 places though.
He might have.
I really think he did. I mean, we at least need a portal to the gnome underworld, or the dwarf underworld.
What do
Yeah.
we know about the dwarf underworld?
Nothing.
We
I know nothing.
We know one thing about the dwarf underworld.
What's that?
You can get to it from the mall.
Oh,
What does
Yeah,
that
but
tell
that's
you?
not even. That's not even this continent, right? We don't know.
I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know. Like, there might be some magic bullshit. You could travel between worlds here.
okay.
So you're just gonna like put on one of these tiny ass islands magic bullshit. Oh, by the way, it's guarded by sea, mountain, and flying trolls. Good luck, guys.
Wait till I give trolls wings.
Naturals.
Oh, air trolls.
Air troll.
They actually don't have wings. They Avatar: The Last Airbender flies through the air.
Oh wait, we need a place for your volcano trolls, right?
Wow, I yanked that right off my head.
I mean,
Yeah,
anywhere
I-
there's a volcano.
Yeah, you need to add a location. Like you should put trolls, like just tiny troll labels.
I'm just gonna get a troll stamp and just like drop it all over the map.
Oh my god. I mean, I think the islands on this are actually kind of interesting now. That one off of Margaritaville could be kind of a neat place.
Yeah,
Might be the capital of Margaritaville.
we'll find out next week.
Hey Scott, was the Divine Shade where the dungeon was?
Yeah, it cropped up somewhere along the border. That was the whole thing about it.
Well, I'm wondering, so maybe it's on like the foothills to the right of the Divine Shade there somewhere?
To the right?
I gotta
Yeah.
take off, guys.
Yeah.
You guys
so-
have a good
yeah.
week.
All right, see you,
See
man.
you, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Like
The,
right
the,
over
the, the
here.
thing, yeah, the thing was is that it popped up on the border of Oakton and the Kingdom of Strom, and they were fighting over it because they're, basically it's mine, no, it's mine, kind of thing.
So is this right? Oakton, Kingdom of Strong, Tribal Lands. That is kind of wild looking. It looks like Strom is trying to take over the ice, the tundra there.
I think less that, and it was just it expanded, and the green off to the left there could come into play later too. But their Kingdom of Strom's over expansion caused a rift with the Amarok tribe lands, and that's why I was leading to hold that little white patch, is because the Strom kind of extended themselves over the tribelands, and
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. And like it's possible that the Kingdom of Strom did it thinking it was just unoccupied land because
Yeah.
they move around.
yeah,
Very interesting.
I like this. I love sitting down. After we get off here and I get some chores done, I'm probably going to come back to this thing and mess around with it for a while. I love stuff like this.
Yeah, I am.
I'm gonna save it one more time.
Good idea.
I just wonder, do you think like Brett and Jeff would like to? I'm curious about how much they're going to add to it.
We'll find out. That's even if they add one thing, it's still them contributing to it.
Oh yeah,
And if they
I
only
mean,
add
that
one
was-
thing, that's like an open door where we can, or y'all can be like, okay, well, let's build out the rest of it.
Yeah, because I just don't want to step on their feet until they at least say something about it. Like if Brett comes back and he goes, "Yeah, I don't care. Just put it anywhere," you know.
We already did. Margaritaville's located.
well he gave a. I think he gave that to us. He was like, it's south of the tundra people, and he's like beaches, and it's like, okay, you got some water, like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good location. If he doesn't like it though, he could go anywhere else he wants.
It just has to be by the beach. We haven't been there yet. We haven't had a
Yeah.
reason to be there yet.
Nope.
I'm gonna kill the stream.
All right.
Bye, internet.